Yeah, that was me, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. It's time for Be Encouraged. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back.
Check this.
Hello and good morning, everybody. It is time for our Be Encouraged show of 10:30 in the morning. If you'd like to join me today, all right, all you have to do is comment. And, I would say that's hello, Tara Hager. How are you, dear? And, she's saying hi to Tora. Sorry, never mind. I didn't mean, I thought maybe you were saying hi to me. Happy Taco Tuesday to Tora's friends. Once again, not necessarily me, but yeah. Hi, Tara. How are you? Thanks for the encouraging good morning, Lee. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. And thank you, Tora. I'm glad you like my cap shirt. That's very nice of you. Very nice of you. See, look at that. Hi, Lee. Love your cap shirt. This is when Tara said hi to Tora. And then Tora started the whole deal off with a beautiful, number one, a heart like me. Oops, over here. A heart like me. And no, Tora, right now, it's okay unless you have something extra special to say. I'm going to read my book, and we're going to talk a little bit about a couple things that I've heard are going on in the world, and I'm going to try and keep it positive. Okay, so so a couple different things we're doing around here. We are right here this is the zone of my home, but I'm going to be doing the rest of the shows, and the 10:30 show will just be the nice, relaxed show with Lee Bailey, and the rest of the shows we will be. And Tara said, "Yes, I was. She was." And although, be careful, everyone, as you watch this program, please be careful, because what you need to understand is, if I'm talking, I'm usually not paying attention to what I'm saying. So if you respond to me with just like a single word, like, yes, I have no idea. Good morning, Miss Meg Southard. I hope you're feeling better today. I know that you had a little bit of oogie belly from eating somewhere, which we're not going to mention out loud because it wouldn't be right, because everything I've ever heard, and one of my best friends loves that place. So definitely not going to cast aspersions on them. Probably that one location someone messed up. We do, Tora. Why don't you hook that up? We can have some good morning, early morning pro athletes come on and be on the show. And we're still waiting to hear what is the new name. And I've decided on a new name. The DC Redskins. That's not even right. Instead of the Washington Redskins. And so, Livette, that's right. Moni is going to come be on the show. That's fantastic. I'd love to have that happen. Thank you guys for watching. Listen, let me reach up here in my bookshelf. That's what I need to do. I'm going to have to take my book. Oh, see, then it messes up my mornings. I wonder if they still sell this wonderful, wonderful little book. If they do, you should go buy it. It's The Little Book of Wisdom by Richard Torregrossa. Can you see it? There he is. Compiled and illustrated by Richard Torregrossa. How about that? We don't always remember that truth can be charming and whimsical and profound all at once. But this book is proof of that possibility. That's what Robin Norwood said. Oh, isn't he a nice guy? All right, so let's flip through the book today and find us a spot to start. Words that come from the heart enter the heart. The sages. Interesting. I heard one time that, and actually it's, I believe it's biblical. And you want to, I just did an internal yawn right there, folks. That's why I hesitated. Anyway, just so you know, the Bible, folks, let me tell you something. I had an atheist tell me one time that the Bible was the best book he ever read in his life. How you can still be an atheist after reading the whole Bible, and he said he'd read it several times, I don't understand. But that's okay, because I guess if you approach it as a fictional item, that might be the case. But here's the key. Most faiths in this world tell people to read the Bible. The Muslim faith, in the Quran, Muhammad says, read the scrolls, which is the Old Testament, and he also gives Jesus total pops and says one of the greatest what is it called, prophet ever, or something along those lines. Sorry if I didn't get that exactly right. And to read the New Testament, that all Muslims should do that. I agree, because it's one of the wisest, one of the greatest books ever compiled. Over 2,000 authors, over 200 authors, over 2,000 years. How that came together so cohesively is miraculous in and of itself. And this is not the format for the Be Encouraged program, so I'm not going to stop talking about that. But you want wisdom? Tons of it in that book. Let's see here. All you have to do is pause to rest. Nature herself, I didn't know she was a her. When we let her, again, we'll take care of everything else. It's our impatience that spoils things. Jean Moulin, or Moline. Molaire. Jean. Oh, so it might be Jean Molaire. It could possibly be Jean Molaire, because I look at it as G-J-E-N. In France, they pronounce that name Jean. I think that, I don't know if there's any women with the name Jean in France, but perhaps there is. I know there are many men named Jean. Jean Leclerc, Jean Lebleu, all those things. Well, you know what, Tora? I would love to talk to him, my friend. He's wanting to tell me about some different friends. This is really, stop asking me questions, Tora. No, I'm kidding. All right. So Tora, we'll talk after the show. Okay, I'll bring you on after the program. I don't know why I'm so yawning. I got up early this morning and walked with my mother. She drove over from her house, which is not but a 10-minute drive at that. And we went for a walk at 7:30 this morning, which is a good thing, because I'm really looking to have a 2-hour morning show starting pretty soon, I think, as soon as I can figure out how to do it live with what I've got here in my software, which they say I can do it, but I haven't been able to figure it out yet. And I can't do it here. I could maybe do it just to YouTube, but I want to play music for you guys too, at the same time. So morning show, have some good music, talk about the music. Maybe we could do it on StreamYard possibly, but I'd rather do it on the radio station, so maybe we can do it combined. I don't know yet. We're going to figure it out. But I do have a radio station. For those of you who don't know that I have a radio station, it is More Joy Radio. And you can go to morejoyradio.com and you can listen to the show. It's mostly 80s, 90s, some Christian music in there that's not overtly Christian, but it's good music, good message, makes you feel good. Makes the heart go pitter-pat a little bit. There's some good little cute songs, like my wife and I's wedding first dance song, I Knew I Loved You. That's what it's called, by Savage Garden. I'm never forgetting that, because I'm the one that chose it. And my wife said, "You're the music guy. It's all up to you." So I did, and a lot of good compliments. People were like, "I've never heard that song before." And if you haven't heard it, you can listen to More Joy Radio every day, every night, every morning. And you'll hear Savage Garden with I Knew I Loved You at some point. So I would suggest to you to listen to the radio station until you hear that. And then when you hear it, you can go, oh, that was a nice song. And you can continue to listen to it. How about that? That'd be great. Tora, I need to talk to Yusuf Popal. And so, yeah, that's the plan for me anyway. So hopefully having a great day today. We hope you can see my closet behind me right there. It's open. I usually try to close it. And I also try to make the bed, but I didn't this morning. So I'm just being, I went out and walked for probably a mile. Maybe not quite a mile. But it was good. I didn't work up a sweat, so it probably wasn't a mile. And we did it early in the morning, which is why I'm still yawning. Good gracious. Yeah, so that's the plan. The plan is to get up every morning, go walking. My wife, she said, I want to go walking with you. And I was like, well, come on, girl. So she's going to go walking with us. I don't think there's anything in here. Very, very little. Just very little. Yeah, so I appreciate everybody tuning in. I wonder if my man Fred is watching. He's not been feeling well. Please, ladies and gentlemen, your prayers and good thoughts for Fred Sherry, because he's got a fever and he's an old man. That's not good. Not a good combination, John. Yeah, so that's the deal there. I want to know if those who are watching, please, by all means, always like and share. Like and share. Or go to YouTube and subscribe to the More Joy Media page or YouTube. More Joy Media is the channel. Please go to that and subscribe. That'd be awesome. I would love it. So, yeah, that's my next little pitch for you guys. Also, don't forget, on Monday nights, you can watch Nova Nation. We had a great show last night. I really, really enjoyed myself. My co-hosts with me are Billy Riley, the Ramrod, and Lisa Marie, who's a beauty. She's just such a joy. And she is the Maxim. She's in the quarterfinals of the Maxim Cover Girl 2020 competition. And so if you are so inclined, go to Maxim.com, click on the voting page for CoverGirl. It'll say it up at the right-hand corner. And vote for Lisa Marie. And she's from Northern Virginia. So please, by all means, she went to high school in Alexandria. She lives in Woodbridge. She visits all over Northern Virginia because she is a dating facilitator, dating expert, dating coach, life coach, all of that. So go vote for her because she's fantastic. And the only reason she's actually even doing it is to raise money for the Wounded Warrior Project, okay? And Disabled Veterans Association, the DVA or the DAV, Disabled Association of Veterans. I don't know exactly which one it is. It's DV though. It's definitely the Disabled Veterans, and that's what she's hoping to raise money for. And if she wins, she's going to give a good sized portion of her winnings to the Disabled Veterans Association. So that'll be cool. That's a good cause, a good reason for y'all to vote. You can vote free once every day, but you can also, if you happen to have a couple extra bucks hanging around, you can go and put in $1 per vote, buy some extra votes for her, and that money goes also to the Wounded Warrior Project. So not one of the best organizations out there. So that's how that's going to work. Got a lot of comments this morning, mostly from the same two people, but that's okay. And three people, and that's okay because we love everybody, and we want you guys to also please like and share, folks. Like and share the program. This is Be Encouraged with your host, Liam Bailey. And we've got lots of fun stuff coming up with us here with More Joy Media, which is the base company that I started a couple of years ago. Actually, I started the radio station first, More Joy Radio. And then I decided, since we were doing so many of these Facebook Lives and YouTube lives that we should expand the name from radio to media. So this is the good media, the positive media, the happy media. And so we're trying to show the mainstream media how they should be doing it. Okay. They have got the budgets, so they look a lot better right now, but not for long. And because one of these days we're going to finally get that Kickstarter put together and we're going to put it out to everybody. So, keep your minds on that. That just certainly may happen. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that life does go on. I want you to remember also, don't forget to use your hand sanitizer, folks. I know this has been going, the United States of America right now, certain segments, I think, are all ADHD. It's my theory that the kids from Gen X and now and forward grew up watching TV, and their brains, our brains, Americans, human beings, our brains, I believe, this is my own thought on this actually, our brains are so far advanced from what we know how to put into them. If you can remember, let's go back 200 years. You go back 200 years and people not nearly per capita as smart as people are now. That's nothing against 200 years ago. Nothing against it at all. They were, for their time, they were brilliant, brilliant people. The thing is, our brains from Gen X on, as I said before, because of the television influx and because of cable, which added 800 channels to your TV, all these things, all this information, you got cartoons that are going all over the place, and your brain adapts to learns to follow everything that it sees. It's a true statement when you say some people have the memories that are just unbelievable. I used to have a friend, his name was Scott Cooper, and he rode the bus with us. And the first week of school, he would bring a textbook home each night, and he would read through the textbook each night. And that's all he had to do. Never needed the textbook again. He had that photographic memory. He could remember it, install it, put it up here. And then he also had the capability, obviously, of pulling it. I look at stuff, and if you just look at stuff, you remember it. I mean, this entire screen in front of me right now, my little dashboard. Sorry, my eyes itching. Is I see it in my dreams, because it's there. It's embedded. Every single split second, whatever we're looking at is embedded. The camera with the blue lights on the side, all the neat stuff I have on the wall behind the TV, the camera, this big bookshelf up here. I know all these books. If I just look at the shelves, I can see the different titles and remember them. People say you walk down the street and you turn and you look into a store window and your brain takes a snapshot. Now, recall is the biggest issue for all of us little Gen Xers and younger. Recall is the biggest issue, and that's where the ADHD comes in. Our brains are working so fast that we sometimes aren't capable of recall. That happens. Also, when you're on drugs like I'm on, and I don't mean illicit drugs, I mean prescribed stuff, you find out that thank you, Tor, we will, my friend, my good friend. We will talk later. But when you inundate your brain with all this input like that right there, that's why I say to Tor, all right, Tor, not so many questions, because every time something pops up, I got to look at it. Same with Meg. Oh, guys, stop. It distracts me completely from what I'm trying to think of and what I'm trying to do. And so my recall goes away. But that's one of the big things that we have to remember. And most people, seriously, I mean, for instance, when you talk about people who are autistic and people think, oh, that poor guy, he's autistic and he's not very, very smart. Well, if he's autistic, he's extremely smart. In fact, he's so smart that he gets overloaded. He's like ADHD to the massive extreme, because I'm ADHD and I look around the room and I do get a little bit distracted, but I know how to I'm capable of focusing, like at the camera right there. You guys see me on here, I'm often looking at myself or my guest who's on the screen, and I'm looking down, but really I should be looking straight into the camera. Bill Knowles, hey, BK Blaster, listening to, hey man, you want to come on this morning? Got a little, you want to chat a little bit this morning? I'd love to have you on there, Mr. BK, for the next 10 minutes. That's up to you, my brother. So yeah, so that's how, that's how the synapses, fancy word, in the brain work. They're just constantly firing off. And if we're watching TV, you see the fan moving up there, that's usually would be a problem. But I've been dealing with this for many, many, many years, and I've learned to cope with a lot of stuff. Most kids are also doing the same thing. And I'm glad that Meg is telling me, because she was not feeling well at all. Yeah, you can call in. I'll send it to your cell, and you can just click on it. Safari will bring you right in here, buddy boy. So if you can get to your email on your phone, you can come on. So I will send it to you right now, brother. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth. He's not here yet, but I am sending him his email. Here we go. Billy Knowles on the Yahoo. Bill Knowles on yahoo.com. I don't know if that's his actual address, but in fact, I know that it's not. Sorry, Bill. But there it is. So you can join anybody from your phone, and we can chit chat and talk about things that are going on. I got some few more people tuning in to listen from on my page, but don't forget, like and share it. Guys, I want to know who's watching. So it's important to me for you to do that. I just give you a shout out. You can comment and say, don't you dare say my name. I'm happy to do that too. But whatever it is you can do to join us, that would be awesome. So our morning show will be starting here pretty soon, I think, as soon as I can get exactly the technical stuff out of the way. We're going to start doing our morning show every single morning. My main man is eating his breakfast, Mr. Tora. That's okay, Tora. I don't need you to come on right now. I did send it to BK, and I don't know if BK's got it for his cell, but that would be awesome if he joins us. It should just fire right into Safari, Bill. But we had a great show last night with Bill too. Trivia Extravaganza is on Monday nights at 8:30. And that's a fantastic show that my good man Bill puts tons of hours of work into to make a cool trivia show. So that's where it's all about. What's up, BK?
What's up there, Boom Boom?
How you doing, buddy? You at work, I see.
Hey, man. So I came across an article today. Do you have a favorite iconic stadium?
Stadium? Yeah. Yes, I do.
What is your favorite iconic stadium?
Munich, the Olympic Stadium in Munich, Germany.
Okay.
It's got a big glass, almost all enclosed. I think maybe the new one might be, but it's got these glass all around. You can see up, and you can see up in the sky. And of course, they have to have that on the soccer stadiums because they use real grass. So you can't really have any enclosed ones. Oh yeah, I've been inside. Yeah. It was empty when I was there. I was never there for an actual event. But in fact, you know what?
Place you want to go to that you've never been?
I
like to go to Wimbledon. I've never been to Wimbledon.
Yeah, not Wimbledon. Oh, Wimbledon. Oh, yeah.
I've always wanted to sit in the main stadium.
I'd like to go up to New York and go to and go to the U.S. Open sometime. That'd be kind of fun too.
Okay.
I've always thought about doing that. I've only ever watched tennis professionally at the Patriot Center, believe it or not. Virginia Slims. They had the Virginia Slims there. and it was Monica Seles' 16th birthday when I was there. I never heard of her. You know, it was like one of these, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's semifinalist Monica Seles is celebrating her 16th birthday, and I was like, what? I said, who is 16?
Yeah.
She's only 16? And I'm like, who is this chick, Monica Seles? And man, when she was playing, Bill, she's like screaming.
Give me your all-time top female and top male tennis player all time. I'll give you my two. Pete Sampras for me, and probably Martina Navratilova.
Okay, all right. I'll give you my favorites. My favorites are Steffi Graf.
Okay.
Or I have to stick with Monica though, because I know her when she was 16 years old. I watched her play. So I'm going to stick with Monica Seles. It's a shame in Germany when she got stabbed. Even though people go, she didn't get stabbed that much. Well, shit, she got stabbed. It doesn't matter. It's like, I have to tell you that they had a stabbing one time. They're having like a talent show at West Springfield High School years ago, several years ago. And some, gang members or somebody came in there and they had a stabbing.
Yeah.
And the next day, the note from the principal, and the principal's not in the county anymore. He's a super guy, though. I mean, he was a really nice man. But his comment to the parents, because, he wanted to get ahead of the news and everything on it, he said someone was slightly stabbed. I'm like, what the hell is slightly stabbed? That's one of my favorite things I've ever heard in my life. Well, we had a slight thing last night, and someone was slightly stabbed. And I said, "What? What is slightly stabbed?" Anyway, so that was.
But I have for our Saturday show.
Yeah.
I saw it in the Washington Post.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, our normal Friday LMB show and an information show after we actually, it's an LMB show for 2 hours. Bill and I do it for an hour, maybe with a guest first, and then we add in people. So, but it's all the LMB show for the whole 2 hours. Sometimes we do a little bit of trivia. Mostly it's those lists that Bill puts and compiles the lists of different things. So tell me now, what was the thing? It's going to be on Saturday this week, though, is what I wanted mainly.
We'll do on Saturday, but this list has like Wrigley Field, Yankee Stadium, Munich. It's got Wimbledon. It's got Madison Square Garden. It's got Fenway Park. It's like, what is your favorite iconic stadium? And have you been there before? I've been to Wrigley. That was like.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. I'd like to go to Wrigley. That'd be kind of cool. I've always wanted. You know what I wanted to do, and I've been there, but not really in the city. I want to go. When you and I put it all together and have a little RV trip, I want one of our stops to be in Chicago, because I've always heard Chicago is one of the greatest cities to visit, and it's got so much to do.
Super nice people.
I think that's the American norm, if you ask me. Except New York. Just kidding. No, I went to I've been in New York City and Times Square and everything, and that's a wonderful. I did not go to Madison Square Garden. But I've been right in the middle of Times Square, kind of like all those, funny. What was the show with Marlo Thomas?
We want to do New Year's Eve, but we don't want to be in the crowd. We want to be.
Oh heck no! I want to be up inside a hotel or something.
Our trip down to New Orleans, and be up on the balcony and stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to down in the mix.
This list has all these iconic stadiums, so it's pretty cool. This is gonna kill you. So
what's your favorite? What's your favorite you've never been to? What's the one you want to go? Is Wimbledon? Is that the one you want to go to?
Yeah.
I'd like to go. Go ahead.
And see the finals. Because you've always watched it, but you've always wanted to sit in the crowd during the finals. And watch what happens and see some of these iconic players.
You know how I am, though. I might get thrown out. I'll be yelled something wrong at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Like when someone's getting ready to serve, I'm like, "What?"
Who was the one tennis player that refused? He had to wear white, but he just refused. Like, you're supposed to wear all white there, but he's like, I don't. Was it Agassi?
A guy?
I think Agassi was the one. He always had colorful, but he was forced to wear white because it's like tradition. You got to wear all white there. And
I know
think he
there's
got, like, pissed
women.
off.
I know that Serena and Venus both wanted to wear whatever the hell they wanted to wear. They don't want to wear white.
It's like you should wear all white to this.
I mean, they did wear white on. I've seen him in white, but they want to be the one making the decision. They're like, I'm playing. It's me playing. I want to be what I'm comfortable in. So, and that's one of the reasons why they had their own line of clothing too.
Yeah. So I told you that we're going to see drive-in on Friday.
Yeah.
So we're going to see a different drive-in tonight, and this is going to kill you. So it's up in South Riding. You ready for this?
At Walmart.
Well, at the old Food Line, because the Food Line's closed.
Oh, okay.
So guess what we're going to go see? Guess what they got tickets to see tonight?
God help us all. I don't know, Bill.
E.T. Last time I saw that, 1982, when it came out of the theater.
All right, butthead. Listen, penis breath. Penis breath. Right, no, she says penis breath. I'm sorry, folks. I'm just quoting a movie, but that's what she says. And I remember we were sitting there. My grandmother's watching with her, and she's like, "Oh, what did she just say?" It was such a shock to so many people to hear little Drew Barrymore yell, "Yeah, penis breath." Yeah, it was too funny. Oh my God. So that's a great movie. Have the girls seen it?
No.
Oh, dude, have your camera out when he's about to die. Everyone cries. Your girls are going to be bawling.
And
pull that camera out, videotape them. Reese's Pieces, baby. Oh yeah, you got to have a big bag of those when you go too. Pull those out.
Yeah, we'll stop.
But no. You need to go get them beforehand. Okay. Don't let them know you have them, and then right as they first see them, go, "Oh, you guys want some?" And they'll be like, "Oh God, Dad, you're a hero." Yeah, you'll win big dad points. You pull out a bag of Reese's Pieces right when they're serving them on the movie.
No doubt. I mean, it's good in the community because the movie theaters.
Dude, I think it's a great idea. I think they ought to be doing that all over the place, man. They are starting to. Walmart has already announced that they're allowing their parking lots to be used for drive-ins in the evenings. So that's a great idea. Are you kidding? Is it free? It's a South Riding thing?
I think so. You just got to sign up.
Yeah, all you need is
you just got to sign up.
All you need is a transmitter that'll transmit an FM signal for 500 feet or 1,000 feet or something like that, which you can buy easily. And you send that to everybody's cars, and yeah, man, it's easy to do. And you get one of those big ass screens that you put up in the front, and people just drive in, park in the parking spots, and there's the movie for you. I mean, that's fantastic. Say that again. You broke up.
I told Julie to make sure she's got jumper cables in the car.
Yeah. Well, you know what? And if they're doing it there, somebody ought to be there too. Because that's what they always say at the end of the show at a drive-in. If you're, they didn't used to because they provided the box. But now when they tell you to turn off your car, because obviously they don't want a bunch of carbon emissions filling up the place and making people sick. Right. Turn your car off. Of course, we ran ours until it started getting to dusk, because it was hot as BALLS's, and we wanted to make sure the air conditioner was pumping. So, and everybody else was doing the same thing. But they said, "All right, ladies and gentlemen, please turn off your cars." And anyway, at the end of the show, they say, "If you need a jump start, just let us know. We'll be right there." And they have the jumper boxes. You get the boxes that you plug into the wall, and we have one. My dad has one of those. I bought for him for Father's Day or something like that. But it's easy. They just walk up, hook it up, you start your car and drive home, and it's fine. So, but yeah, that can happen. I mean, yeah, that's how that works.
All right, dude. I'll give you a recap on Saturday's show. But yeah, everyone tune into the.
I want to recap on ET. You need to surreptitiously two things: Reese's Pieces, and you got to have the camera to take a picture of the kids crying. I hope he doesn't die. That was my sister bawling, dude. Just.
Well, the latest latest meme is having her ask him, is he going to come back? And he's like, hell no.
Hell
That's
no.
like for 2020. Like, hell no.
2020. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Anyway, all right, buddy. I'll talk to you later. There's my wife. Look at her. She's so beautiful.
Hello.
There she is. All right, buddy. Peace out, man. Thanks a lot. What did you just pick up from here?
That's Bill?
That's Bill, yeah.
Hey, Bill.
He froze up. All right, there he goes. There he goes. He's gone. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. No, they have, yeah, take popcorn if you're going to do it at the movie theater. I mean, if you're going to do it out there. All right, folks, let's get it done. Let's get done. Let's be positive. Let's be encouraging to everybody we see and meet throughout our day. Let's be a blessed day today for you all. And, peace. Hey, everybody, before I go, I'm just about to play the last little piece that says goodbye. But before we go, we want to remind you, please, to support the Wounded Warrior Project. And the way you best support the Wounded Warrior Project, I'm telling you right now, is to vote for our co-host for Nova Nation and soon to be our featured co-host on our new Nova Nation show called... We just came up with it yesterday, folks. Love Hacks. Love Hacks. Love Hacks. Baby, love hacks. Anyway, we want you to do that for us because Lisa Marie is our love hack. She's not the hack. We're the hacks. She's the love. And she's going to be on the program. So that's it, folks. Vote for Lisa. Go to themaxim.com or go to my website, my Facebook, or go to Lisa Marie's Facebook page. That's the best one to go to. And you can tell her how awesome she is, because she really is the sweetest lady. Just love her to death. So go to the show and go to Lisa Marie's Facebook page. And we'd love to see you vote for her. We appreciate it. And if you want to vote more than once today, you get a free one, and you can pay $1 per vote. And it all goes to the Wounded Warrior Project.